Spado, the accidental gangster. You know, a lot of people ask me, how do I start my day? I begin that when I wake up in the morning, I sit on the side of my bed. And the first thing I do is I thank the Lord for everything that I'm so grateful for. I'm so grateful to have another day on this earth. And until you get to be my age, you might not understand. But every moment, every second of time that we have is very, very valuable. Please do not waste your time. Well, folks, we have a lot of things happening, and let's talk about the positive things. Look at these astronauts, okay, on the moon. Hey, Snake, how are you? Thank you for hitting that thanks button. Appreciate it, my friend. Can you imagine, folks, how far from Earth they are? I mean, it's amazing. What do you think? Leave me a comment. Okay, I'd like to know what you think of these people. Are they going to land on the moon? I don't think so. I think they're going to circle the moon. I mean, it's just amazing how NASA has done this here. And it's amazing how far we have come. That you could look up in the sky and think, those astronauts are up there. I mean, way up there. Oh my God. But, anyways, I want to say that I'm very thankful that we got the other pilot that was missing over in Iran. Okay. We should all be thankful for that. Huh? Well, I'm going to get to that, Dwayne, what's happening in this world. Okay. I want to come out with some positive things. And it's very tough to come up with positive things in this world, Wayne. Okay, I don't have to tell you, it's very tough unless we make things positive ourselves. Okay? All right. Here we got a president who's never been in the military. Remember, he got out of the military. Okay, his father got him out saying something was wrong with his toes or something like that. So he never served in the military. And then he's got how many boys? He's got Eric, Donald Jr. They weren't in the military, were they? And he has Barron, who's eligible. What doesn't Barron Trump? And this in the military, okay? The same military that his father brags about how strong and powerful we are. The same military that his father said, I don't want war, I'm going to make peace, and I'm going to do this and do that. Folks, you can steal my money, take my watch. I don't care. But don't lie to me. When you lie to me, you are finished. Kaput. I voted for Trump. I admit it. I tell you every time. But he's been lying to me and to all the American people. There's a video going around, all right, where he spoke on an open mic and didn't know it was open. All right. This is the guy that said he keep your Medicare, keep your Social Security, keep your daycare, and keep all these things. But folks, on an open mic, he wants to take them all away. He wants the states to handle this. Wait a minute. He wants the states. I think he ran on a platform of Make America Great Again. Am I right there? Or am I wrong? All right? Tell me, folks. By the way, folks, please subscribe, like, share, and all that good stuff, okay? Because Ori Spado is not dead. He's coming back stronger than ever. He's going to give you his opinion, all right? I think this threatening Iran is so much BS that it's unbelievable, okay? Threatening. They're not paying attention to his threats. Yeah, we have a more powerful military. Yes, we do. Thank God we do. Okay? Who's Robert Perez? Huh? Oh, Israel. We'll get into that, David. Okay? All right? Let's get into Israel. Let's get into Bibi Netanyahu. Okay? And Jared Kushner. Why does Trump have, I keep telling you people this, why he has his son in law, Jared Kushner, in Iran trying to make peace and in the Ukraine. Everybody wants to forget about Ukraine all of a sudden. Okay? All right? Ukraine's, they're still fighting the war there with Russia. All right? Oh, that's the war that Trump was going to end on his first day in office. Hmm. Don't look like that happened, did it? All right? I think the only thing that we have, folks, is a president that wants to be a TV star. He wants to be on TV every minute of the day. All right? This is what he does. He's not a TV star. He was a reality guy, got lucky. Okay? All right? Yeah, he hooked us with no wars. All right? I bet you didn't know that Jared Kushner and his family, his father, are very close to Bibi Netanyahu. I bet you didn't know that Bibi, when he goes to New York, he stays with them. Yeah. And he used to sleep in Jared's bedroom. You see how close they are? All this thing is real. Okay. All right. And I saw on the news. Did Israel ask Trump for permission because they bombed again? They're bombing Iran. Okay. Iran is taking down our multi million equipment that we have with $25,000 drones. They're fighting it with drones. All right. And then they got the Port of Humaz. Or did I say it right? Okay. Port of Humaz, which controls 20% of our oil production in the world. That's a lot, folks. 20% of the world's oil production, all right, of other countries getting their oil. That's a very powerful weapon they have. Trump wants part of that. Jared Kushner is not looking for billions of dollars, okay? Him and Trump are looking how they can make $1 trillion. Everything's about money, 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 money. Huh? Hello, Baltimore. How are you? My grandfather told me a lot of war stories because all my uncles, all right, I lived in a duplex home. My grandparents, my aunts and uncles lived on one side. I had four uncles, all, each and every one of them fought in World War II and the Korean War. My grandfather flew four flags in front of his porch every day. Okay. Thank God all my uncles came back. I served in the military. Many of you probably served in the military. And we get to live longer than what, thanks to Trump? I don't thank Trump for living. Okay, what are you, crazy, Bob? Thanks to Trump, we all get to live longer. What are you talking about? All right? You know, Gig Rogan, your grandparents survived the concentration camps. People don't know about those anymore. Okay? Yeah, thanks to Trump, we're paying more at the gas pumps. Oh, I just saw on TV. All right, $4 is the average across the country. I paid almost $7 here in California the other day. All right, folks. You know what? Tomorrow he keeps threatening, like he's a bully in high school. You don't threaten like that. All right. Thank you, James. I hope Jesus does love me. Okay? Because I love Jesus. And yes, it was Easter, folks. I hope you all had a wonderful, happy Easter and had a great day. Okay? Yeah, Trump is trying to bully Iran. They've been in war since they've been existed. Since that country has existed, they've been in war. And Trump wants to fight them? Yeah, we got the equipment to wipe Iran right off the map. Okay? But Trump is doing this on his own. He doesn't have permission from Congress, and I believe it's supposed to go through Congress. But what's Trump care about Congress, okay? He doesn't care. He controls it, all right? Folks, I don't know about you, but I'm fed up. I don't want to be lied to anymore, okay? We got 30 people here and only 15 likes. You people are too fucking lazy to hit that like button. If you don't like what I'm saying, leave. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't like to waste my time. And I don't waste my money. But Trump is wasting my time and our money. He wants to take away from us, the middle class, if there is even a middle class. You have any idea, folks? They put Martha Stewart. She went to prison for insider trading. But not one single politician has even been indicted for insider trading. And our whole U.S. House of Representatives is doing it. All right? Oh, the stock market. You know how much money he's making on the stock market? He's bouncing around like crazy. I spoke to an economist yesterday. Actually, I interviewed him. His name is Pete Antico. This guy's a rocket scientist when it comes to finances. And he told me something that alarmed me. He said there's going to be a stock market crash. Now, you've heard me say this a long time ago, if you've been listening, okay? What happened during World War One, World War Two. Okay, we had a stock market crash, right? Okay, everything's coming together. You're right, Wayne. The Great Depression is coming back. Okay, and it's going to be worse than it was then. Everything Trump's doing is for him and his cronies and his children. That's it. He's not doing one single thing that I could see for the American people. I'm on Medicare like a lot of people are. Well, I made a very small settlement on an accident that I had. It was just a few $1,000s. Medicare now is suing me for the money that they paid for me to be in the hospital. They want more money from me than I received from the settlement. Makes no sense. Thank you, Donald Trump. Okay? April 15th is coming. You paying your taxes? I think all Americans should stop. Boom! Don't pay your taxes. The only people that could do anything are the American people. You. You're the one that can make the change. Really, you got to eat groceries. Do away with some things that you don't really need. Don't buy them. All right. Instead of going to the grocery store and spending more money because prices are higher, spend less money. Let the grocery stores feel the pinch. That's how you get prices lower. Because Donald Trump cannot do it. He does not control private corporations. Okay? We've fought so many wars. Okay? We're spending all our money to other countries. All right? For wars, but not doing a goddamn thing for the United States. Okay? Now, we got some disrespectful people. Don't worry about it, Mandy. All right? Their parents taught them wrong and they will teach their children wrong. And that's another problem we have in this country. All right? Hmm. Rock fan. What was the most? 50s and 60s? Stardust was the most popular casino in Las Vegas then. Okay? Oh, now he wants $1.5 trillion put in the budget for the military. 1.5 trillion. Nobody has ever asked for a trillion. So they got till 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And then your celebrity, I'm going to call him celebrity president, Donald J. Trump, the celebrity president of the United States of America. The guy that when you turn your TV on, he can't get enough of it. He's got to have the mic and he's got to be talking. When is he working? I'd like to know. Bob, No money is. We got the strongest one. He doesn't know how to use our military. Okay? Bob, are you up there with the other people? All right, you got your butt up Trump's ass like everybody else that he puts around him? I voted for the guy, but I got the balls to come out and tell you I don't like what he's doing. All right? You don't have the balls like that, do you, Bob Seeger? Okay? All right? No money. He said, no amount of money is too much for our military. Folks, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about James Seeger. I mean, Bob Seeger. Okay? All right? Oh, James, you're right. There'll be $10 or more pretty soon. Okay? Folks, if you haven't subscribed, unless you're respectful, I don't want you to subscribe. You see, I don't give a shit. But if you are a respectful, loyal person and you want to see me almost every day, then subscribe. But if you are not respectful, don't subscribe. Keep going. Okay? Go elsewhere. Listen to these liars. I can't understand how YouTube allow these people who make up stories. There's one guy, he had two stories. One thing about how Frank Sinatra saved Johnny Carson's life from a mob hit because Johnny Carson said hello to some girl, supposedly Joey Gallo's girl. Never happened. Never happened. But this guy makes up this story. Why does YouTube allow people to come out here and lie to you? I don't know why. I don't understand it, folks. I talk to young people who are getting away from social media because there's so much garbage in it. And I can't blame them. Bob Seeger says, I'm being misguided. Bob, how old are you, Bob? You know, I like you, Bob. I got no problem with you. I like people who could agree to disagree with me. All right? But how old are you, Bob? I want to know what your age is. Okay? I'm inclined to say that I'm older than you are. All right. I'm inclined to say that I've been around this planet. I've been through more things than you are. I know the legal system. You're 63. You know what happened to me at 63, Bob? I got indicted. I got indicted on federal RICO charges with the Colombo crime family. Okay? 63 I was. I ended up doing 62 months in prison. I got out, I was 68. 63, you're still a kid. Okay? I still have almost 20 years more than you do. So, Bob, come back to me in 20 years and let me know what your thoughts are. I'd like to know that. All right? How you doing, Stacy? It's great to see you. Where you been, kid? Haven't seen you around in a while. And I want to thank you all for the wonderful comments that you're giving me that I look good today. Thank the Lord, I feel good. You know, there comes a time you got to take your life and you got to be the one in control. You all know I had a bad situation. I could have died on the floor here. Okay. Thank God my son came, got me to the emergency room. They put me in the hospital. I had this procedure. And then the doctors put me on 100 different medicines. I threw them all out, folks. 2 days ago, I threw them out. I'm feeling so much better since I threw them out. Okay. Because I, all doctors do is give you prescriptions. Pharmaceutical companies only tell the doctor the good thing that the pill might do. It doesn't tell them the bad thing, but they have to tell us the bad things. Okay? Hello, Aunt Will. Lake Effect Blues looking good. Uh, So, who controls Washington, D.C.? The pharmaceutical companies. Trump came out with his drug plan, lowering prices. He didn't lower them on diabetic medicine. He didn't lower it on heart medicine. He lowered it on the medicine to lose weight. That's been around forever. All right, everybody, every week there's a different somebody comes out with some way that you could lose more weight. Give me a break, folks. You lose weight by eating less and exercising more. Okay? But it's the pharmaceutical companies that tell your U.S. House representatives, Congress, and senators, and the president of what they do and what they want. Trump, 39 deadline, or else I'm going to bomb your bridges. Oh, I obliterated. You obliterated them, but they're still bombing. They're still bombing Israel every day. All right. Oh, Big Pharma, and the insurance company. Okay, let me throw them in there too. All right. The things that you're paying the highest prices on insurance and pharmaceuticals. And let's face it, we all get to a point that, all right, that you need some sort of medication. Folks, doesn't Mandy, everybody give Mandy applause. She does a great job, doesn't she, folks? Okay? Mandy is like another daughter to me. I want you to know that. Okay? Uh, she does a great job and she got a great family, folks. This is a mother, a single mother, okay, raising her children, and she's got good children. God bless. She does an awesome job because she stays positive, okay? All right, Mandy? Positivity, not negativity. Hormuz, Hormuz. All right, the Hormuz Strait. None of us ever heard of it before. We didn't know so much oil tankers went through there from all around the world. Everybody thought it was the Suez Canal, huh? That's at least I thought. I didn't know. Come on, it's impossible to know everything. All right? Folks, that's what I wanted to share with you today. And obviously, you see that I'm fed up, disgusted, but I'm not going to let get me down. I'm going to get stronger. I want to give you people wisdom. I want to give you positive information, things that could help your life become better. I'm almost dead, John. John, I'll live longer than you will. Okay? You know why? Because I'm respectful, honorable, and loyal. Folks, everybody have a great day. There's Agent Orange. All right? Looks like you came in a little late, my friend. Okay? So, folks, if you haven't already, subscribe, please. Like, how many likes do we have, Mandy? All right? How many likes we got so far? Don't make a difference. YouTube don't pay me on anything anyways. Okay? I don't even know why. I asked for it. 350, 35. Huh, I don't know. Well, we'll keep going anyways, folks. I want to thank you all for coming today and joining me here. I will be back maybe tomorrow, but for Wednesday for sure. Okay? Leave me a comment, folks. You want to hear some war stories? Tell me what war stories you want to hear. You want to hear mobster stories? Mobster stories. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want me to talk about. Okay? Because I'm here for you folks. God bless you all. All my love and respect to you. Have a great day.